4 a.m., boots in the hallway, you're 17, and the fists hit the door across the hall. Not yours. You press your eye to the crack. 4 soldiers walk your neighbor's father down the stairs in his undershirt. He doesn't fight. He doesn't look back. A truck swallows him, and you think, quietly, in the safest room of your skull, he must have deserved it. Remember that thought. It's coming back for you. Somewhere in Pyongyang is a file with your name on it. Line 1 was written in 1950, before you were born, and it chains you to the bottom of a 10-rung caste ladder for life. You're not allowed to read it. There is exactly one way up. You sell someone's name. Each name buys 2 rungs. Here's what the climb actually costs. 3 days later, a clerk calls your name at the registration office. She doesn't ask about your grades, your loyalty, your heart. One question: what did your grandfather do in 1950? You don't know. You never met him. She flips to a page you're not cleared to see and picks up a stamp. It falls on your photograph. Hostile, 3 castes. Core, wavering, hostile, split into 51 categories, and a quarter of this country is born under the stamp you just received. Rung 10 digs coal in the dark. Rung 1 shares a bloodline with the face on every wall. Your stamp comes with a job. Coal, underground, until you die. There is no appeal, but this country runs a black market in everything, including altitude, and you already know the exchange rate. The currency was never money. The ration book says a miner gets 900 grams of grain a day. Office workers, 700. Dependents, 400. That's the paper. The truth is, the distribution center has been shaving portions for years. And in 1995, the trucks simply stopped coming. The famine that follows kills somewhere between 600,000 and 1 million people, and it eats provinces like yours first. Electricity runs an hour a day. You're 20, coughing black dust, burying neighbors. That's when the man in the clean coat finds you at the mine. Ministry of State Security. Young, like you, polite, like a waiter. He offers you a way out, an army enlistment slot, the kind hostile boys never get. The price isn't cash. He describes a woman at the market who sells USB drives out of a rice sack. Foreign films? You hesitate. He smiles. We already know. You're only confirming. She's a stranger. Your sister is starving. So you stand outside his office and dictate it through the gap in the door. The woman at the 3rd stall. She sells foreign films. The enlistment paper is real. Your hands shake anyway. As you leave, the officer slides a carbon copy into a folder. 1 copy travels. 1 copy stays. 2 years later, another desk, the same officer, a folder already thicker than it should be. He calls this a review. The stamp falls. You don't ask what got added, but the uniform is real. You're 22, out of the mine, standing in sunlight with a rifle. And for the first time in your life, nobody around you is dying. Nearly every new party member climbs out of a uniform. The army is the one door built into your wall, and they've posted you on the river, where the real economy moves at night. Guides who charge $45 a head this year will one day charge $13,000. One of those guides offers you a season's cut just to look away. More money than the army will pay you in years. But you've learned something he hasn't. Money spends once, then buys suspicion. A name spends forever. The name you have is the soldier who shares your watch, who splits his cigarettes with you down the middle every night, who takes the guide's money right in front of you. Because he trusts you. You write the report in the latrine by flashlight. Your hands don't shake this time. That scares you more than the shaking did. They take him at morning formation. 2 men from the security section call his name. He steps out of line, and for one long second, his eyes sweep the ranks, hunting for whoever did it. They pass over you and keep going. He never even considers you. That night, you sit on the riverbank and smoke his brand until your throat is raw. You tell yourself he chose the money. You tell yourself that until it almost sounds true. Your fingerprint is on the report. Party candidacy opens like a flower. When the red party booklet lands in your palm, you cry, and it isn't an act. This little book gates everything: rations, housing, jobs, marriage. Hostile boys do not hold it. You hold it, and the money changes direction. Parents slide you $100 to place a daughter as a teacher. 2,000 yuan buys a university recommendation with your signature under it. The officer, a captain now, promoted the same month you were, personally signs your marriage vetting, so your bride's family never learns what sits on your line 1. Consider it a gift. You filed enough gifts to know better. Somewhere tonight, a clerk is adding a line under your name. Then your daughter is born, and something in you goes soft and cold at once, because you hold her in the maternity ward and understand she has inherited one thing from you: a line in a file, written before either of you existed. So, when an old friend from your mining town surfaces in a report on your desk, border talk, a cousin in China, you could soften the language. One adjective would do it. You don't. His family is relocated north that winter. Your wife stops asking what you do at work. A donju finds you next. The new money. The market rich. She built a trading company out of the famine, and she needs the one thing no stall sells: party protection. You provide it. At the first meeting, she pours your tea herself, which no one that rich does, and studies you through the smoke of a Chinese cigarette. Mining country, she says. Not a question. You spent 10 years sanding that accent off. She laughs at whatever your face does. Relax, little cadre. I climbed out of somewhere worse. She provides everything else. She teaches you which hands to shake and which to only bow to. Corrects your bow once in a crowded restaurant, both hands on your shoulders, not caring who watches. When your daughter starts school, a package arrives: leather shoes, foreign, one size too big. The note says, she'll grow. On paper, she's a business contact. In your chest, the word is closer to mentor. She lifted you. Everyone else you climbed over. By 40, you're in Pyongyang, an apartment that trades for $100,000 in a city where your official salary converts to pocket change. The lights stay on. From the balcony, the skyline glitters like something you co-own, because a piece of everything she moves is yours. Protected, connected, useful. Then one night, the assignment is yours. A raid, routine. An apartment block at 4 a.m., a list, a door. You knock, and your knuckles already know the rhythm. The man comes out in his undershirt. He doesn't fight, doesn't speak, doesn't look back. Cooperative, you note. Clean. You're grading him. You've stopped counting the names. That's the first mistake. Your own kitchen. The light is on, and you didn't leave it on. There's no rank card for this chapter. Some prices don't fit on a tab. The officer is sitting at your kitchen table. The same man, silver at the temples, risen as fast as you have, as if you'd been climbing one ladder from opposite sides. There's a file on the table. It isn't yours, it's your daughter's. She's 16. A South Korean drama on a USB stick, passed between girls at school. Group 109, the unit that hunts foreign media, has her name. You know the market rate for this problem. You've watched other fathers pay it. $5,000, and the file evaporates. You're already reaching for the ledger in your head when he stops you with one finger. Other fathers pay cash, he says. Cash is all they have. Then he says the donju's name, and the kitchen goes very quiet. 3 years he's been building a case against her, and every road in dead ends had bought inspectors and careful bodyguards. Every road but one, you. He didn't stumble across your daughter's USB stick. He waited for it. Money or a name. He folds his hands. And there is exactly one name I'll take. Down the hall, your daughter's door is ajar. One bare foot at the end of her bed. A school book fallen open on the floor. In her closet, outgrown now, a pair of foreign leather shoes. He slides a blank sheet across the table and sets a pen on top. A cheap pen, the kind that skips. The first line is only her name. 3 syllables you've said 1,000 times over tea she poured herself. Your hand writes them. Then it keeps moving, because it has to. The warehouses, the river routes, the partners, the percentages, which inspectors take what and when, everything she ever trusted you with, unspooling onto the page in your neat cadre handwriting, while the tea goes cold and your daughter breathes down the hall. Halfway down the page, you stop. Pen in the air. The officer doesn't rush you. He has watched this pause 100 times. He knows how it ends. It ends with you writing. He reads it twice, nods, and logs your payment and her name in the same steady hand. Your daughter's file disappears into his coat. At the door, he pauses, almost kind. You didn't look away. Most do. The promotion arrives that spring. Her name bought 2 rungs and 1 clean file. The top looks like this. Your ration arrives weekly now, imported, while the province you came from eats whatever the season allows. Your work is words. You write the lie, and you write it beautifully. Reports where the harvest always improves. Speeches where the future is always arriving. Gifts fall from above like weather. A watch with a foreign movement. A car with a driver. Through the famine years, the leadership imported hundreds of thousands of dollars of Hennessy a year. Now some of it lands on your shelf. None of it is property. Every gift is a receipt, itemized against the day it's needed. Somewhere on the climb, the prices stopped being numbers. Everything costs a name now, and the only names you have left are your own, your wife's, your daughter's. Your daughter is a stranger you wire money to. Your wife speaks to you in the voice she saves for officials. At the assembly, a man 3 rows down is denounced from the podium. He worked beside you for years. Your entire remaining agency in this world is how hard you clap. So you clap until your palms sting, until the sound stops, meaning anything at all. At the next session, the seat beside you, your patron's patron, is empty. They come for your patron in the middle of a session, on camera, in front of everyone, men in uniform, lifting him out of his chair like furniture. The denunciation runs nearly 2,750 words. You hear every one of them. Buried between treason and greed sits a small one. Half-hearted clapping. You clapped until your hands hurt. It doesn't matter. It was never going to matter. Enemy seed, the doctrine says. Guilt runs 3 generations deep. You know the schedule. You've been on the other end of it. So you're awake, dressed, sitting in your dark kitchen when it comes. Boots in the hallway, a fist on your door. The officer is old now, so are you. 30 years, 1 ladder, opposite sides. He sits across from you, turns your file around, and slides it across the table. The first time in your life anyone has let you look. 2 columns. In the left column, every name you ever gave. The woman at the 3rd stall, the soldier who shared his cigarettes. The friend from the mine, the woman who bought your daughter's shoes. Each one dated, initialed, stamped, your whole climb, receipt by receipt. In the right column, the same entries. Filed as evidence. Against you. It was always one document. The ledger you built on the way up is, page for page, the indictment read on the way down. Every promotion was a confession with better lighting. 30 years you thought you carried this file. All that time it was carrying you, rung by rung, toward this table. And you filled in every page yourself, in your own hand, for free. At the top, line 1, untouched since before your birth. Hostile. Beneath it, at last, you're cleared to read page 1. In the autumn of 1950, your grandfather, a farmer, carried rice for the wrong army. 3 weeks. Probably at gunpoint. That's all of it. The machine never needed a crime. It needed a line to build on. You ask the only question you have left. What was my crime? Everything. Sign here. Outside, trucks. Some are already idling beneath your daughter's window. They walk you down the corridor of your own block, past doors you've knocked on. And at knee height, in the black gap of a door, held almost shut, a teenager's eye watching you go. You know the thought behind it. He must have deserved it. It was yours first. The boy didn't look away. That's how they find the next one. It's how they found you. 30 years, you were the knock. Tonight, you are the door. There's another place where a level decides everything you eat, see, and touch. A concrete tomb in Colorado called ADX Florence. Every level of it, next.